Hey friends, welcome to the very first edition of Cage's Quickies. Cage's Quickies, unfortunately, something my wife knows a little too much about. I mean, not that. You get what I'm saying. Cage's Quickies is going to be a quick, hence the word quickies, 5-minute or so video that I release Monday through Friday, touching on all the stuff that, judging by your emails, you're missing from the Kage Kult Show. That means damn bitches are crazy, dudes are doing it wrong, random fun and frivolity, music news, whatever. We'll slam it up in here and we'll make that happen. Speaking of slamming it up in here, ladies, have you ever slammed the hood at work? You know, masturbated? Have you done that? Dudes, have you clubbed the baby seal at work? 13% of dudes say they have absolutely masturbated at work. 5% of ladies say they have masturbated at work. I can honestly say I have never jerked off at work. And it's probably because I'm a germaphobe. We've talked about this on the air before. I can't even really publicly poop. I'm not a public pooper. I will hold it and be in pain until I get home before I would go and crap in public. So there's no way I'm going into a stall or the handicap stall to, spread out a little bit and take care of business. Not going to do it. I just find it repulsive. Do you masturbate at work? Go ahead and tell us about it in the comments. No pictures. I don't want this YouTube page to get blown up. Speaking of masturbation, somebody that I have definitely lost a few knuckle children to, Jennifer Tilly, she says she just got wrapped up with her 4th Chucky movie, this one called The Cult of Chucky. No release date at this point, but you know damn well that you and I will both be watching The Cult of Chucky. Oh, hey, look at that. Already time for the first installment of Damn Bitches Are Crazy. Today's crazy bitch comes to us from Ohio. Cops looking for this woman who bit off the tip of another woman's finger during a fight. Now, the victim says that she came home from her boyfriend's house and this other crazy bitch was standing in her driveway. The victim's boyfriend is also the woman's ex-boyfriend, so there's all sorts of probably baby mama drama going on there. The two argued in the driveway, and then during the argument, somewhere along the line, the woman bit off the tip of the victim's finger. The victim was taken to the hospital for treatment. Holy hell. At the very least as a dude, if this chick is getting bitey, at least she didn't get bitey and bite the tip off of her boyfriend something or other because, we know that damn bitches are crazy. So my mom always told me that if I didn't have something nice to say about somebody, I probably just shouldn't say it at all. But millennials, you're making it really hard for me to find anything nice to say about you, especially when it comes to you being responsible for killing casual restaurants. I'm talking about Buffalo Wild Wings, Applebee's, Chili's, TGI Fridays, those type of restaurants. A lot of them are facing sales slumps and dozens of them are closing down because experts say that you goddamn millennials you are preferring to order delivery from restaurants and eat quickly because you're so goddamn busy. Or maybe you check into one of these fast casual quick serve type deals. You're in, you're out because you just don't have the time. I say relax for a second. You're not that important. You can sit back and have a nice queso dip and a big bite burger at a Chili's and the world will not stop. It's still going to be there when you get out. You're just not that important. So stop killing my restaurants. And now we move on to boobies. And quite frankly, I'm shocked that it's taken us this long to discuss boobs here on this episode of our Kage Kult Quickies. There's some new virtual reality tech that is out now that doctors can use that can show women exactly what their boobs will look like after they get a boob job. So they don't have to get the job done to see exactly how awesome those bolt-ons are going to look. This device uses 3D simulations. It's an app. And the ladies, they can look all over. Look, you can go over here, you can go over here, and yep, you can look right down. I don't know how the touching thing would work. It may freak you out just a little bit. But you could definitely do it. And I can't be the only guy that's thinking about how cool it would be to try these things on and see what I would look like with boobs. And see if I honestly, as I've joked a million times, said, if I had boobs, I'd never leave the house. Moving right along in time for today's dude. You're doing it wrong. Today's dude, he's 31 years old. He is accused of choking a chick. That chick, his brand new bride. He choked her the second they got home from the wedding. Why? Because they started arguing about, dun dun dun, money. They got some money for the wedding at the reception or whatnot. She wanted to be responsible and put some of that money away. He wanted to spend the money. She said, no, we're putting it away. He chokes her. Cops are called. He leaves the scene initially, but he was then found and arrested and remains in jail. And his new bride, I'm assuming they're still married because it takes a little time to get an annulment or whatnot, she won't bail him out. She's holding that money. She wanted to save it for a rainy day, and this was not that rainy day. Choking your bride the day you get home. I think everybody's wanted to choke their spouse at one time or another. Don't do that. That's a bad thing to do. But you've thought about it. This guy goes, and it's the day you get home from the wedding? Dude, you're doing it wrong! Today's Kage Kult Quickies music news. If you're a fan of Nine Inch Nails, you'll be happy to know that they're going to release a new EP this summer. Fans received an email saying there's going to be a, quote, new top secret Nine Inch Nails EP released before their first show, July 23rd in LA. The unnamed EP, part of a trilogy. If you remember back in, what was it, December, Nine Inch Nails, they put the first one out called Not the Actual Events, and then a third EP, because again it is a trilogy, is going to be out 6 to 8 months from now. If you're a fan of Guns N' Roses, chances are you already know that they are going to be coming back to Florida August 8th. They're playing down in Miami at Marlins Park. Sidebar, beautiful stadium. Tampa Bay could definitely take some notes as the Rays look around to figure out where the hell their new stadium is going to be and what it's going to be. Dude, Marlins Park, absolutely sick. So again, August 8th, GNR playing down south. Also, Guns N' Roses, quote, assembling ideas for a new studio album. That according to guitarist Richard Fortus, who says the band has not actually gone into the studio yet, but they've worked on a bunch of different ideas, and he's pretty confident that it's going to happen because it's too good not to happen at this point. The last GNR album, Chinese Democracy, 2008, you could take it or leave it. So hopefully this next one is awesome, and with Slash on it, I would have to say it would be. And finally, don't forget to pick yourself up a Powerball ticket, as the Powerball now up to like $375 million, or actually by the time you're seeing this, it'll probably be even higher. Get a lottery ticket, and I want to know, what would you do with $375 million frickin' dollars? I could think of a lot of things that I would do with that kind of money. Go ahead and put it in the comments for me. Experts are saying there's some stuff that you have to do, though, immediately if you win. That's get a financial planner, talk to a certified public accountant, get a great lawyer, start thinking about what your money distribution is going to look like. Get all those things out of the way so then you can go and enjoy your money. So as much as you're going to want to, and I can think of a bunch of bosses I've had that I would love to tell this, the right answer is not to call your boss immediately and say, go F yourself. Just call in sick, get your stuff in line, grab yourself a private plane, get up to Tallahassee, get your money, and then call your boss and tell him to go F himself. And that's going to do it. Wrapping up the first edition of Kage's Quickies. Don't forget, please subscribe to the Kage the Bay YouTube channel. That is very important. You can, yes, find Kage's Quickies here, but we got a lot of other videos going on with Kage the Bay. Check out some of the amazing establishments that we've gone out to eat at and drink at and smoke at, whether it's Central Cigars and Ruby's Elixir. We got Features Gastropub. Boulevard Burgers is up on there. Some celebrities, Christian from Amberlin. We got Brian Duffy from Bar Rescue. You got Jerry X, amazing performer. These are all available for you right now on this very YouTube page. And if you subscribe, you'll know every time we upload a new video. And we'll talk to you tomorrow for another Kage's Quickies.